Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FSM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Sweet Home Chicago Blackhawks 2025-2026 season trade deadline, part 8. Jeff, you have led us into first place in the league. Well, I mean, I started us there, but you've got us there with 94 points. We are actually 8 points up on anybody else. Philadelphia, surprisingly, is in second.
Yep.
So we're approaching the trade deadline.
We were a little. Yeah, we thought we were going to get past the trade deadline last time, but forgot we had agreed to manage Canada in the Olympics, and we got a silver medal out of it.
Yeah,
that's good, right?
I mean,
nobody would be disappointed with that.
I'm pretty sure you caused a national inquiry, but such as it is. Just going to take a quick look. Upcoming free agents.
Trade deadline.
Yeah, we have Tavares, who's done okay, 43 points, but we're not really.
Oh, yeah, I should take one of those.
Dickinson is at 27 and 64. We're just going to put Dickinson on the trade block and Tavares on the trade block.
Dickinson wants $4.6 million over 3 years, which seems a little high. No trade clause or anything, though.
Yeah.
And probably a few of the younger guys, but you don't want to sign too many of those because we've got a lot of unsigned guys and still a bunch of draft picks this year coming too. So we may want to start clearing out room for the new crop of prospects.
Well, that's why I'm putting some. Was Maverick Lamoureux, was that someone we picked up last? I feel like we. No, I guess
we got him
last year. Okay.
And that was trade with Utah. And probably should re-sign him.
Yeah, he wants 1.2, so that's easy to do.
On a two-way or on a one-way?
We're gonna put him on a two-way. Now that you say that.
Yeah.
Put him on 142 in the minors, so he won't get upset about that.
Gavin Hayes, another guy that's having a pretty good season in the minors.
And he wants 1.5.
And Camasso, the goalie in Rockford. Huh?
He wants 1.5 million for 3 years.
With a two-way, though?
Well, again, gonna put him.
Oh, Hayes. I thought you were talking about Lamoureux.
Savoy's doing okay too.
Not bad. Yeah, not his rookie season. He's off a little bit from the rookie year, but still, good enough. Anderson, 27-year-old AHL third liner. I don't think we want that. Nolan Allen, probably.
I mean, I guess. He wants just $1 million, so that's actually better.
And just looking at Del Maestro.
Comoso, we also needed to resign, you said.
Just looking at guys on the depth chart that we got a couple of 19-year-olds that.
Cardinals fan, thanks for showing up.
Tracks in the off season. Yeah, the problem, Cardinals fan, is you're advocating literally using explosives for that. So probably not the guy to be consulting on a Chicago rebuild.
All right.
And in real life, breaking news, the league decided there aren't enough days off between games, so Game 4 will be held sometime next month.
I told you last week we saw that. All right, gonna advance here.
I don't get it. What's the point of spacing things out this much?
Basketball, and we lose 6-3 to Calgary.
No.
Basketball seems to be part of it. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous the amount of space there is. Sebastian Aho goes over 100 points.
Yeah, he's going to beat McDavid. McDavid's had some injury trouble this year, so he's trailing behind a bit.
All right, so we put a bunch of guys on waivers and
Oh, something I noticed looking at the stats on Tavares.
oh, that's not right.
Just go to the stats screen for
Hold
a
on,
sec.
hold on. Kyle Connor
Yeah, go
resigns
ahead.
with Winnipeg for 6 years, but doesn't say how much. Let's see how much he signs for. 8.36. That's pretty
Yeah,
reasonable.
it's going to be 35 at the end of that, but got to do it.
Okay, you wanted stat screen for the Blackhawks? Okay,
Yeah. Just have a look at Tavares' plus minus relative to everybody else on the team.
-1. Yeah.
He said he hadn't been doing that well, but wow. Or we said he'd been doing reasonably well, but points wise, but yeah. So I don't think that's somebody we want back for $7 million next year.
That's why he's also on the trade block.
Yep.
I mean, he's doing fine. It probably special teams is where he's making his points. 4-3 win over Edmonton.
No, actually, no. I don't know if you've got him. Actually, his time on ice is kind of on the low side. Is he?
You're the one who made this team, not me.
No, we actually got him. He's playing first line center, and we got Bedard on left wing on the power play.
For winning faceoffs, I could
So
see
he's
that.
getting a bunch of special teams this time. He's just not doing much with it.
Bedard coming off the half wall action makes a lot of sense.
And a couple of days before the trading deadline. So, did you have a look at the trading block yet around the league?
I had not. No.
Yeah, quite a bit down here actually. We were looking, I think, for defensive depth. Speaking of which, you see the Norris Trophy voting?
In real life, I did, yes.
Yeah.
Josh Morrissey was
I'm
robbed.
disappointed that Morrissey didn't do better. Yeah.
I'm not saying he should have won it. I just feel like he should have had some more votes.
Yeah, but still, I mean, yeah, a little more respect than a weak fourth place. Just barely above Hedman.
That's not what I wanted to
And
click.
I think Werenski probably should have gotten it over McCarr. McCarr had 10 more points, but
Oh, you want to get us to get Eric Carlson back?
yeah, he's having a pretty decent year. Dougie Hamilton was really tailed off points wise.
Yeah. I mean, there's some players here. Nothing screaming. Yes.
Chikrin.
Winnipeg's got Jaeger on the trade block. That's interesting. 53 points in the minor leagues in 54 games, point per player, and they're shopping him. I mean, if we want to boost our center depth, that might be something to watch. Cardinals fan. Do I have a say? No, Cardinals fan. I mean, we can go try and steal the St. Louis guys.
We get Seth Jones back. Which time's he got?
Wow. We didn't receive
no, he's on $7 million for 5 years. Yeah, it's all a lot of the guys on the trading blog now that look at it are long-term contracts for big money.
Yeah, we didn't receive a single trade offer. Wow, Nashville trades a first-round pick for Yuri Kulich. Winnipeg gets Colton Parenko for a first-round pick.
Oh, that's the pick they traded Ehlers for.
Oh.
They decided they needed more defensive help. That's kind of a Canucks move there. Get a first-round pick, immediately traded away within a couple of weeks.
I was watching the Bruins fans who feel betrayed by Marchand playing for Florida. I was imagine the reaction if he wins the cup with Florida, then goes to Toronto next season and helps them win a cup. Cardinals fan, you can
hey, we don't talk about Toronto winning cups at this channel.
Listen, there is, I would say, about a 4% chance that Marchand signs in Toronto of all places.
Yeah,
there's places he could play. That would not be one of them. So shockingly, we received no offers. I guess I should have shopped some guys.
Still could. Just looking at defensemen and sort of the 2.5-star range. Jacob Trouba's there. He's on an expiring contract.
So you want to trade Cam Fowler for Jacob Trouba? Jacob Trouba, who's minus 24?
Ooh, didn't see that. It is on Anaheim. I could get Rasmus Anderson out of Calgary as a rental, also on a expiring contract.
Minus 2. Bring back TJ Brody.
No, he's a 2-star.
We could bring in Luke Shen, who is creating just absolute havoc in the ECHL. Because apparently he ended up in ECHL.
I can't even find him on my list.
I sorted through him and...
Oh, there he is, yeah.
225 minutes in the ECHL. I mean, dang.
Still in hockey.
I decided just to shop Brandstrom since you got him on that long contract. We got an offer of a 6th-round pick for him.
That might be worth taking because we've got, what's his name? Thornton has been way up on the depth chart all season.
Yeah, just looking. Who's the worst team we got here? Winnipeg, Washington, Vegas, Tampa, St. Louis. Well, St. Louis is trading away defensemen. We could trade him to St. Louis.
St. Louis actually is way down there. They're last in the Central.
All right, we'll trade him then to St. Louis. There you go, Cardinals fan.
See, Cardinal fan, we're helping you. We're helping the Blues out.
Yep. Okay, good. Ooh.
It'll certainly turn them around.
Yep. I was thinking, if I actually shop Tavares, do we get anything?
I don't think we're going to get much interesting.
Nothing.
We'll get offers, I'm sure, but...
Nope. We didn't get a single offer.
Not even any. Yeah. Everybody sees that plus minus. Okay, so... Is there a defenseman worth trading for, or do we bring up Thornton?
Okay, so we currently... It says we have weakness at right D and right wing.
Right wing.
Besser, Nauser, Nadeau.
Besser, well, Foligno's going to be gone after this season, so I think that's something we maybe address in free agency in the offseason.
Well,
Basuya moves up.
Okay, so should we try and trade away Mikhailov for a defenseman then? Is that what you're thinking?
You can try. I don't think you're going to get anything very good. Unless you want to try packaging Mikheyev on one of our extra draft picks, or Mikheyev and Fowler or something like that.
Well, that's what I'm... Okay, well, first off, we're going to try a defenseman. Stop going to standings. I'm talking to myself. If I'm looking at defensemen on expiring deals... John Carlson is number 1. Thomas Harley.
Anderson is really the one that stands out on the trading block, so his value will be down a little.
Yeah. Think we could try and get Thomas Harley out of Dallas?
It's going to be expensive.
Let's see what they want. Dallas has no real weakness. You're saying they won't accept my bag of tricks? Significant value. Well, we have 2 first-round picks this year. If we trade both of our first-round picks, we could get Thomas Harley. But that seems like a lot.
Yeah, that does.
Okay. Still gonna look at the defenseman here. Um, trying to find somebody like, okay, how about Jackson Lacombe? He's had a breakout year in real life. 3 stars.
And having a good year, yeah, that would kind of make sense. They're not looking to trade him, but
He's minus 33,
maybe.
a little bit of offensive defenseman. But that would be an upgrade for us.
Has been pretty terrible this year, so I think pretty much everybody on that team's going to have huge minus numbers.
All right. Oh, Mikhailov refuses to go. Okay. Um, we have lots of picks. If I throw in a 4th rounder, can I get
Not going to be enough.
Okay, what if I ask for a 5th back? Whose rights do we have that we don't really need? "28-year-old Russian." um, Ryan Green? No, still not enough. What's Ryan Green? The 4th rounder, you think is not enough, even if we add somebody of value to?
Well, might as well take that 5th round out of their side. That's not helping.
Okay, if I take that out, then they will do it. Okay, but I'm going to try to see if I can get a 7th rounder back. No. All right, so Landon Slager, Tage Harding, writes to Marcel, which is just a great name. Writes to Ryan Green and a 4th round draft pick. Unless, do you think I could put a lower draft pick in? Oh, I don't. I only have a 6th
No,
rounder.
with this. That's because it has to be pretty close.
All right, we can finalize that trade and pick up Jackson Lacombe. All right, so immediately going to renew his contract. He wants a 2-year deal for 1.22. So yes, we will do that immediately. So that comes and puts him, on the depth chart. He moves into our number 3 spot on the depth chart. So by this, Connor Murphy comes out of the lineup.
Yeah, and he was on the 2nd pair, so I think that fits for Lacombe. He can play the right side, can he?
Yeah, he can. I'm going to give him a jersey number of 2 because that's a good defensive number. Okay, so that boosts some of our defense. Strength is left defense. Weakness is now right wing. Which was actually one of our owner goals, still to improve our right wing, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think we have time on that. Hang on, let me check.
Nope, not very far. We have till the end of the year.
By the end of next season.
End of this season, Jeff. It's 2026 already.
Oh, that came up last year. So, okay. I mean, you could cheese it a little bit by just swapping somebody like Donato to right wing or Bertuzzi. Yeah, Bertuzzi.
I mean, didn't we do that? We pushed Nazar to the wing, and that hasn't helped.
Or just leave it and let Nazar develop a little bit more.
I mean, if I actually physically move him. I just physically moved Tyler Bertuzzi to the right wing. We'll see. Still leaves us with a weakness on right wing, it says.
Yeah, not good enough to improve it. I would just not worry about it for now. Can still try to do something late in the or early in the off season before July 1st.
Game versus Winnipeg. Now both of our goalies are cold because you refuse to play them, and we lose to Winnipeg.
Yes, I was refusing to play both goalies.
All right, let's see if anything crazy happens on the trade deadline. Now that we made our moves, 2 trades. I should have traded for a forward.
Yeah, we did okay, I think.
All right, we have a few trades. Excuse me. Calgary trades Justin Kerguelen for Dustin Tokarski. Interesting. St. Louis trades Riker Evans for Kuznetsov. Okay, can't say those names. Still don't want to say those names. Brandon Busey goes for Vili Otavainen. Martin Papasol goes for E2 Luisterainen. All right. Utah was very busy making a lot of trades. Rasmus Anderson ends up going to Columbus for Steven Lorenz. That's a pretty even swap.
Yeah, they probably could have gotten a little more for that, but guess they didn't have any takers.
Interesting. What did you think
and
about...
team morale-wise, we're just about got everything fixed there. The couple of conflicts involving Foligno are just about to drop off, so you don't need to worry about those. And I cleared out the quake that had formed last time, so
yeah,
we're in good shape there.
I was asking just before, what did you think about the real-life Calder voting? as we get to Calgary. And we lose again.
Was that yesterday? I missed it.
It was
I'm assuming Hudson won.
A day or two ago, at least, yeah. Yeah, he did. I think Wolf got robbed there some. I'm not saying Hudson probably shouldn't have won it, but Wolf should have been much closer. Because without Wolf, Calgary would have been a lot worse off.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Okay, I found it. Yes, Hudson Wolf celebrating Michkov. Gothy, Will Smith. Yeah, pretty good list. Can't really argue too much with anything there.
I will argue as much as I want. And we continue to just play night to see if we can get them warm for the playoffs because we're in trouble. Finally get a win.
Would have been interesting to see what how far Celebrini would have been up the list if he'd had 10 more games.
All right. Just taking a quick look here at Jackson Lacombe, how he's doing. So he is a rushing defenseman. He makes sense with Vlasic on that second pair. Yeah, that's fine. $99 points, still leading the league.
Yeah, we can afford to lose a few.
Do. Game versus Winnipeg. Oh, see, Knight got hot a little bit, so we'll give him this game off. Versus Winnipeg, Svolderblom's in, and 5-2 victory over Winnipeg. Jackson Lacombe, 2 assists.
Good, fitting in.
And we were over 100 points. And Alex Vlasic just got injured. How long? Hamstring, 2 to 3 weeks. No, we will not delay his treatment. Connor Murphy's old school.
And yeah, Murphy gets back into the lineup then.
And we'll just flip their spots for right now. All right. See, there's a report again that some Atlanta group is trying to move forward.
Yeah, I saw that. Apparently got a deal on a new stadium, so...
Hour and a half outside of downtown Atlanta?
What, seriously?
Something like that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, that can't be right.
Ooh. Oh, no. Good thing we signed him. Hudson Thornton ruptured his Achilles tendon, and he is done.
Oops.
For 6 months. All right, we do some lower percentages from some guys. Our top defensemen are getting a little tired. Actually, I'm going to just move Krasinski down for this game.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize where it was. This thing that's way outside of Atlanta.
Yeah, it's
That's like north of Alpharetta. Good God.
It is
How
a
do you even...
interesting choice.
So I guess you go up. Wow, that would be not fun in Atlanta traffic.
Well, that's banking on. Yeah, I don't know. That's.
Yeah, that does not seem like a great idea.
I don't know enough to make an informed decision, but I think that's a not a great choice myself. Shocking.
Long haul
Alex
from the airport,
Ovechkin
too.
may retire. All right.
How's he doing on
There's
the all-time?
Winnipeg.
Okay, yeah, he's 20 goals ahead of Gretzky on the all-time list now.
Yeah. 5-2 victory over Winnipeg. Tavares gets goal and assist.
Connor Murphy to assists.
All right.
On the other hand, if Atlanta gets the team, it'll presumably be in Quebec in 5 years. So, good news for Quebec. Unless, of course, they move an existing team.
I saw a joke that probably goes to Saskatchewan before it goes to Quebec.
Or Hamilton.
Okay. Our left defensemen are still kind of getting tired out here, so let's keep an eye on that. And 5-3 win over Vancouver.
Yeah, roster space to call a guy up and throw in there once in a while. Donato's finishing the season strong. In fact, Gordie Howe hat trick in that last game. Saw a fighting major in there for him, and he had, I think, 2 goals and an assist, or goal and 2 assists.
Oh, good.
In fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring somebody up and rest the defenseman a bit because you got a huge lead right now. You're not going to lose that.
Yeah, I mean, we could call someone and give it a little bit of a break. All right. Murphy is hurt too, so we probably should. Vlasic is actually starting to get close to skating, so that is good news.
Yeah, definitely call somebody up.
It can't be Hudson Thornton since he's hurt, so I guess it's Maverick Lamoureux.
Yeah, he played a bunch last year.
Otherwise, it gets desperate after that. If we run into a few
we got a few.
We are in trouble.
We got, I think, 3 young guys that are going to be getting contracts this year, so.
All right. We will leave it for a game here. Spencer Knight cooled off. Why you cooled off already, Spencer? Get back hot. 6-3 win over Pittsburgh. Nice. Though they outshot us. Max Pacioretty ended up in Pittsburgh.
Let's see how that happened.
I would imagine through free agency, but...
Yep, signed as a free agent in the offseason.
Nailed it.
Not having much for a year.
Okay, Korchinski's going to come out for a game, and we're going to put in Lamoureux.
Korchinski? Oh, yeah, he's because of the fitness. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Murphy's worse, but I'd rather...
Rest, yeah, he's less essential than Korchinski.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to switch goalies. Oh, well. 3-0 win. All right, maybe it was the right move anyways.
Yeah, that'll lead him up a little more.
Teuvo Teravainen with a hat
So
trick.
Teravainen 3, Capitals nothing.
All right, and switching that back before I forget again.
Oh, he had one of each too. Is there a name for that? Power play, shorthanded, and even strength goal.
I'm sure there is, but I can't.
There should be a name for that.
I mean, technically, Lemieux did it, but he also had an empty netter, and wasn't there another one? Penalty shot, maybe? Short-handed, even strength. Wow, yeah, that is a good... Oh, there you go. All natural. New achievement. Scores a natural hat trick. Well, that's not... I mean, yeah, I guess nobody else scored, but isn't a natural hat trick supposed to be in 3 or in 1 period?
No. Just 3 consecutive. Nobody else intervening.
All right. Then good. Well deserved.
That does raise a question now. What would an unnatural hat trick be?
Kicking it in. Punching it in.
Oh, looks like there's getting a good scoring race. McDavid got healthy. Now he's 4 points back of Aho.
Yeah. Draisaitl's benefiting from that too. I think... Have we run away with the President's Trophy?
Pretty much.
All right. Vlasic's up to 55. Lacombe's only at 64%. What is... Oh, okay. So he's got to set out a game. But Murphy's at 44%. Okay. So... Murphy's got to come out because he just can't play at 44%. So we're going to put Lamoureux in for that.
You got a couple of days off after this one, too?
Yeah, hopefully Lacombe recovers after this game versus Colorado. And it's a 3-0 loss. Mackenzie Blackwood shuts us out. We only put up 29 shots on net. That's not great.
That's okay. It's not, I mean, not fantastic, but...
We are going to blame Tyler Bertuzzi. Let's actually go back and look at his stats. Tyler Bertuzzi was as average as he can get. 51 offense, 50 defense.
Kind of indifferent.
13 minutes of ice time. All right, we'll respond with bland platitudes. At 111 points now, then, with what? 6 games to go. We need one more win to guarantee the Central.
And the league is Colorado's second in the league as well.
And Lucas Reichel has returned. So now we have to send somebody down.
Probably McCabe.
I mean, actually, I don't. I can. I'm gonna send
right.
Vlasic to the injured list.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
And manipulate the stats a bit. Lacombe actually got hurt, and now he's at 37%.
Murphy's got to go in for him, even though he's still hurt.
Well, we got another day here.
Oh, you may want to play forward a couple of days and see where the fitness is wind up. Maybe somebody gets healthy.
That's what I'm hoping for. Colorado loses 1 game.
And the Canucks have actually gotten a little bit above 500, so it's not a total embarrassment that they're in a playoff spot in the Pacific.
I feel like there should be an achievement.
Beyond.
And McDavid has now tied Aho at 116 points. Okay, Connor Murphy is actually getting healthy, which is good. Jackson Lacombe is still low, so he's coming out. Okay, Lamoureux gets replaced with Murphy. Lacombe gets replaced with Lamoureux. And Lamoureux is going to play on the left side anyways to see if he can start learning how to play on the left side to be a more...
Are you putting Reichel in somewhere?
Right. Who is he? I guess we had Nadeau.
Yeah.
How has Nadeau done anyways? He's got...
Not much.
26 points in 63 games. Has Reichel been gone that wrong? 36. Yeah,
yep.
Okay. 36 games, so Nadeau was up before that, so who else was not in?
Oh, we had two spare forwards. But yeah, Reichel was gone for 3 months, torn hamstring.
Right. Nazar also was not in for the full time.
But he's doing pretty well, so I'd want to keep him in.
I just don't really want to take Nadeau out, but I guess we kind of have to.
Not like he's doing that great.
I don't know why you're putting him down. He's got just as many points as Nazar and less ice time.
Well, no, he doesn't.
He's got... Nazar has 39 points in 54 games. Nazar's playing 14-23. What's Nadeau playing? Nadeau's playing 12-10, and he's got 26 points. I'd say he's done fine on the third line. Give him a hard time. Actually, here, just looking for a second. Yeah, Lacombe's at 51, so he's staying out. Knight's coming in. And we're 6-3 victory over Detroit. Cam Fowler with 3 assists. Jump out to a 5-0 lead in the second before Detroit finally gets on the board. I will admit Brock Besser has done better than we thought, and Connor Murphy got a little more hurt.
Bruce collarbone 1 to 2 weeks. Vlasic may be almost ready to come back.
We shall see. He's at 57. We'll leave him in for this game again. Actually, wait. Is Lacombe ready to come back in? 65. I'm going to leave Murphy in. All right. We have an 8-2 victory over Carolina. Maverick Lamoureux's got 2 assists and is the #1 star. Media praises Bedard. We will agree to try and help improve our relationships with the media. But they are suspicious of us. Apparently they didn't like my blonde platitudes.
Okay. Blonde platitudes?
Yeah. I dyed my hair just for that reason. Best way to be, obviously. They didn't trust me with my gray hair. All right. Lacombe's up to 79%, so he's coming back in. Lamoureux gets replaced with Lacombe. Murphy gets replaced with Lamoureux. And Simonote and 4-1 loss to Minnesota. No. Media criticizes Lucas Reichel. We will defend him and say, but room for improvement. I'm what?
Keep an eye on your media relationship. That was only neutral to start this. You've disagreed with him a couple of times now.
I agreed with him too when they said Connor McDavid.
Sort of agreed.
No, I didn't. I said he fully agreed. He carried us to the win. I picked the bottom option. What option was I supposed to pick?
Well, speaking of McDavid, he was 2 points behind Ottawa a second ago. Now he's a point ahead.
All right, we have officially wrapped up first. Lacombe is now healthy. All right, excellent. Lacombe is only at 70%, but he's still going to play. And 6-5 victory over Vancouver in the shootout.
You may want to start to back up for these last couple of games just to be safe.
So that I can get him cold. Okay, sure. Then when you lose in the playoffs, you'll be able to blame me. Now Cam Fowler's hurt thigh muscle day to day. I see how it is. You're setting me up so that you'll do playoffs, and then somehow when you lose in the first round, it'll be all my fault.
Of course. I mean, who was it that managed to lose in the playoffs in the first round last time?
You did.
And McDavid pulling away in the scoring race.
Unsurprisingly.
Although Howe's got 3 games left.
Can Draisaitl catch up to second? All right. Vlasic is on the brink of returning, so that's good. Development report. Lots of guys going up. Spencer Knight, Korchinski, Lacombe, Bradley Nadeau goes up big. Soderblom, Vlasic. Lots of our draft picks. But Foligno, Fowler, Murphy, Tavares, Teravainen all go down. Not as good at all. Connor Bedard, Brock Besser, and Spencer Knight are in the top 20 jersey sales. Unshockingly, Connor McDavid was the player of the month. And look at that. Connor Hellebuck is the best goalie of the month. So it was officially a Connor month.
Hellebuck hasn't been having a very good season, but
they've turned it around. They're 6 games over 500. They were even
at playoff spot now.
Well, they were even at the trade deadline, so Winnipeg should make the playoffs and possibly could be playing us. And we are making lots of money.
Yep. Can afford to keep everything on high.
Yep. All right. Oh, no. Winnipeg's going to drop out of the playoffs. Unless
No, they're in.
87 points. I don't know what...
Yeah, no, the Pacific is a mess. They'd be second if they were in the Pacific.
Everybody's happy. Vlasic says he's ready. Team Harmony.
The player conflict's gone now?
No, still a couple left.
Oh, still, no, that haven't improved at all. Oleno and Bertuzzi just sort of clinging to that grudge.
All right.
Ooh, media's suspicious of you now.
Well, this is all your fault for putting us low to begin with. What did you think was going to happen? All right. Oh, I was going to put the backup in, but all right, we're playing this one. 4-1 victory over Minnesota. And we do just fine. But now Vlasic needs to come back to the active roster. Which means we're going to go bury Connor Murphy on the depth chart for now. Lamoureux comes out and gets replaced with Vlasic. Fowler comes out and gets replaced with Lamoureux.
Is Vlasic in the right line spot? No, should be second pair.
Should be second pair left beside Lacombe. Which is what I just did without looking.
And 1 point separating McDavid and Aho.
Magic. All right. Oh, poor Matt Boldy.
Not good.
We didn't just knock him out. We really knocked him out. All right, Lacombe is still at 65%, so we'll try and maybe move him down for the final game. All right, Knights on 4 Heat. And sim this out, and we have a 4-3 win in a shootout. Good way to end the year. Okay, Colorado has Ivan playing. All right. Evan. Wow. Vancouver, 87 points.
I was just saying there, did you hear anything more about Jonathan Toews coming to Winnipeg next year?
There's lots of rumors floating around.
I mean, it makes even more sense now with Lowry out.
Yeah. I've heard some very interesting things about things that may be happening in Winnipeg, but I don't want to be speaking them out of turn or possibly giving up my source on such things. But
heard it here. Winnipeg's relocating to Atlanta.
Not at all. More about what's going to happen in the player personnel department. But we'll see how the next few weeks go. All right, Connor Murphy is ready to go. NHL awards come today. And all right, do you think we have any before I look at these?
I think we get Coach or Manager of the Year a nomination at least.
Okay, well, we know we have one award winner because I'm pretty sure Bedard just won the Rocket Richard.
Yep.
I think we're going to have our goaltender up for the Vezina.
No, he didn't have a great season.
I think you're wrong on that. I think he's up for the Vezina. And I think we have at least one more surprise, but we'll find out here. Hart Trophy. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Aho.
Yeah, no
Vezina,
surprises.
Aiden Hill, Vasilevsky, and Logan Thompson. Darn.
I told you.
Norris Trophy. Aaron Ekblad, Charlie McAvoy, Evan Bouchard. Interesting. Calder. Anthony Romani of Vancouver, Lane Hudson of Montreal, and Zane Perret.
Yeah, Montreal kept Hudson down actually in the minors for most of last year, so he's a rookie this year. And we'll probably get this.
Executive of the Year is not us. It's Chris McFarland, Kent Hughes, and Steve Staios. Selke, we have Jason Dickinson as one of the nominations, with Paul Cotter and AJ Greer. So there's the weird one I call.
That qualifies as a surprise, yeah.
Lady Bing includes
I think he's got
Tevu
that.
Teravainen, Cole Caulfield, and
Oh, there we go.
William Nylander. So again, there's a bit of a surprise.
I think Caulfield gets it.
That's interesting. How did he
Oh, yeah, he was
that?
traded and then they just sent him down. No, he's played the whole season there.
No.
But I'm assuming that's going to be Ben.
Yeah, probably. Ferraro. Ted Lindsay, McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Aho. Jack Adams is us. We are up for the Jack Adams with St. Louis and Travis Green.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much as expected then.
Cam Fowler is healthy and ready to go.
And comfortably atop the league. So what do we do with that now? And you were right. We do get Winnipeg in the first round.
All right.
I'll see, timed that perfectly. You don't have to beat Winnipeg.
I mean, I'm going to play game one. See what happens here. So Montreal,
What series have we got?
Washington, Florida, Tampa, Philly, Ottawa, Carolina, New Jersey, Chicago, Winnipeg, Colorado, Minnesota, Edmonton, Nashville, Vancouver, Vegas. Right, Josh Morrissey is out for the Jets still, so that's advantage to us. Now our lineup, Cam Fowler needs to come back in for Maverick Lamoureux. And otherwise, okay, I'm going to play game one here just because I want to see. What do you think, Jeff? Want to make a guess?
I think you're going to screw it up somehow.
Wow. I mean, I got our goalie hot after you froze him off. And game one is a 3-1 loss. We got outshot. And only Tevu Teravainen got a goal. So with that, I'm going to leave it to Jeff next week as he tries to recover from the loss.
Yeah, sure.
Ryan
Put me down a game.
99 defensive game rating. I think we just got goalied. That's all. All right. Excuse me. With that, thank you very much for tuning into the Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP developments. You can reach out to us. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP developments, with stream archives going live Saturdays at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. We are on other social medias, including Bluesky, which is at Franchise Hockey. You can also find us on Threads and Instagram and anywhere else you can think of for social media. Of course, you can come down to the official website, which is ootbdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to official forums and come talk about Fresno's Hockey Manager, Out of the Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
I think you covered pretty much everything there. Going to be watching Game 4 of the finals tomorrow night, so see if the Oilers can come back. And
I will not be, because there is a way more important game on tomorrow night. No, Jeff.
Oh, is it the Lions and Bombers?
It is the Lions and Bombers, Jeff.
That's a Thursday? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Thursday.
Football.
Yeah.
That's Winnipeg's
No, I'm not optimistic about that. That's too short of a break for us. Although we did look good against Edmonton, but it's Edmonton.
Indeed. All right. With that, we'll be back to finish up the playoffs and move on to the off season with our next stream next week. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you all again next week.